Good morning, Hit Nation. This is Roy, the host of Mahapanies, the only host in the history of the internet who fully and wholeheartedly admits that he has no idea what he's talking about. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the only one who admits that. Other people just talk a lot, and that's just okay. And I tell you why. You do your thing, I do mine. My thing, as much as it's just a hobby, I still do it because I love doing it. And I do it because at this time in which I'm waiting for things to get ready for these holidays. It's Christmas is not my tradition, and I say to you guys as well, it doesn't have to be yours. It's not my tradition, but I still celebrate it in other ways because of my family. Because my family does celebrate that. I mean, not my mother or father family, but my wife's family, and that's something that I wish that everybody has a great holiday. If it's a holiday week, if it's a holiday day, if it's just one day off, just take care of your mental health, just to take a breather, just to go and smell the flowers, enjoy whatever it is that you can enjoy, or work, because if that makes you happy, do whatever does make you happy. That's the most important thing. Number one, love. Number two, because of love, happiness. And I know these are all cliches, but I really believe in what I am saying right now. So that's what I wish everyone. To begin and start the video. But this is this video, of course, is about the win yesterday against the Nets. I just recorded the video. I think I hit all the main points, but I didn't. I forgot one, so I'm going to start with it. First of all, we won. We were expected to win, and we won. That's a great thing. We won by 15. That's an awesome thing. Was the game always in the bag? That's the problem. No, obviously not. I mean, after whatever happened against the Magic, excuse me, there is no game in the bag. And by the way, against the Magic, I can also self-correct, because I did say that I saw, or I had seen, that the worst quarter we had was of 5 points. No, it was of 6 points. 5 Reasons Sports, as usual, got it right. As they are getting right, the Jimmy Butler rumors being just rumors and nothing being concrete. And I follow them because of that. I follow their word first because of that. Because I understand when it comes to Miami Heat, they know what is going on better. And when it comes to other teams, their analysis is right on the money. So, again, if you want to watch somebody that knows what they're talking about for the news and for the content, you definitely sign up for the Discord group, and you definitely follow their videos. But generally speaking, it was definitely a game that I was very happy to see that we got, we did what we did. Bam Adebayo having, good, important minutes. Herro also having important minutes, even though he didn't contribute point-wise throughout the rest of the game. Wrecked a great number of assists, almost a triple-double. Burks coming in due to circumstances that we're going to talk about, because those are, I think that's the main focus of what happened yesterday, unfortunately. Are the circumstances that led to Burks being in the game, but still, he still showed up. They started, when I mean they, I mean the Nets started shooting the lights out and really, doing an incredible job that way. But we still had a 39-point quarter. Not mistaken, we had 9 triples, which is the highest we had in any quarter this season. So all of those are details that are, in a way, noteworthy. But in general, it's not a noteworthy game. That's basically what it is. So what I want to begin saying is that I really like the fact that we have both Ware and Larson showing those minutes. I said jokingly that I would even take Hawkins in the starting lineup. You know what? Yesterday didn't work so badly. I know his back seems to be a little bit limited, and I know that he's definitely hit a sophomore wall, but I still have faith in Jaime Hawkins growing, just like I had faith in Duncan Robinson getting out of where he was. And I don't know why some people get still angry with Robinson. Robinson's still the kind of guy that can get you certain points when minimally hot, like I said in the past 2 videos. But we lost Dru Smith. Now, backpedaling a little bit, just so I emphasize the point that I missed in the video that I just recorded and deleted. Ware was extremely important when it comes to his size, when it comes to his length, quality minutes, 1 block, several deflections, 1 steal, 9 points, if I'm not mistaken, right? I don't have the score box in front of me. but that's basically a very successful night, and he was a positive against Orlando just as well. So it is interesting to me to see that if Spo wanted to go big and wanted, by any chance, to change the mentality of the game, putting Bam at the fourth and having Ware as the center, that could work. I can just see that working. I mean, I can see that working well. Is that going to happen? Probably not. Is that never going to happen? We don't know what's going to happen with this Miami team right now. What's going to happen with this Miami team is up in the air, and Dru Smith fits right into this segue. Also, Pelle Larsson, right, doing a great job taking the charge. Just in general, being that guy that will provide you the grit, will provide you the will, and will provide you the want. All the things that I said were missing against Orlando in that fourth quarter, in which even Bam Adebayo and Herro are to blame, and they didn't deserve the promotions to the top of my penny pyramids in my Worthless of a Penny episode that I haven't yet posted on YouTube, but I think I will maybe today. But anyway, the most important and tragic part of this game was, of course, losing Dru Smith, but losing Dru Smith in a way that we kind of notice, as people have observed in previous injuries, that they themselves have witnessed, that this is likely a season-ending Achilles tear. Dru Smith is a guy that is to be considered one of the most important players in this team this year, period. Coming out of the offseason, looking at Dru Smith and seeing that he still had a two-way contract over other players that we chose not to retain, was very interesting to me. And in the beginning, very intriguing, and I thought that maybe this was a way for Miami to kind of repay Dru Smith's loyalty. But then I saw a video, again, I don't know who put together that video, but whoever it was amazing to me, because they actually showed how much Dru Smith contributes when it comes to his defense. And just the fact that that's a guy that was pretty much guaranteed to get into a normal contract, because we need to fill a roster position with the absence of Thomas Bryant. It just makes sense for Dru Smith to have this upgrade, playing in the level that he was playing defensively, increasing his offensive bag, getting some 3-pointers here and there, actually shooting pretty well in terms of true shooting, and then all of a sudden having what is possibly, at this time, I'm not even going to say likely, to the eye, fatally, right? A season-ending injury, but we don't know. What the eye sees may be different. Maybe the reports came out and they're just overly concerned. We always hope that, and that's what we all hope. Some of you pray, and I completely understand that. To me, that's the most tragic part of what happened yesterday, and that's what actually inserted Burks into the lineup again. And of course, we're probably going to see Burks more. Like I said, we don't know what direction this team is going to take, but I can't see that we continue with Terry Rozier throughout the trade the trade deadline. I can't see us continuing having Jay Rich on the roster throughout the time that we can actually release him. I can unfortunately see us losing some sort of asset to get rid of those two. And I say get rid of in the nicest way possible. I had nothing against the people, just the fact that Jay Rich has never got maybe healthy enough, and never showed what he showed last season. And Rozier just played a worse season thus far with 27 games in than he had played in last season. So I think that is a backward problem that we have. Of course, again, I can see what Spo is probably going to do, but this is a very disappointing thing. It's very saddening for the player. I'm always rooting for guys like that to get not just their money. It's not even about money. It's about the fact that if the guy plays, he deserves a spot, and that's a guy that deserved a spot. And it's a shame that they didn't do the contract earlier, because he would be guaranteed. Now everything is up in the air. This is, of course, we can't ignore the fact that he was sidelined last season for the entire season. It was a freak accident, but he was still sidelined. That accident, unfortunately, does increase the possibility of future injuries, as we know. But again, we hope that things get better with him soon. And honestly, I hope to see him back in a Heat jersey this year. It's Cold Drew, as the 5 reasons people asked from the captain of the team, Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo said that that's the nickname that he chose. Coach Dru was indeed a guy that would cover for a lot of the deficiencies that we had defensively and sometimes even offensively. The foul trouble there, of course, happening in the past 3 games, let's say, was problematic, but that's something that you work on and you normally get into some sort of an agreement. Duncan Robinson today is doing a lot better, and Duncan Robinson is not defensively oriented as Dru Smith is. So obviously, it's something that the Heat is going to miss. And again, it just increases the questions. What is going to happen this offseason? We know that Butler is not going to be traded. Now the media finally caught on. Again, I say to you guys this. I recorded the last video. Can't forget recording this one as well. Follow the P.5 Reasons Sports. If you want to know news about the Miami Heat, follow the P.5 Reasons Sports. They're always going to get right. They're almost always going to get their points in terms of news, in terms of what they know inside the locker room because of their connections with the Miami Heat. They're always going to get them better than the national media. As they say, it seems like the national media doesn't have any good sources within the Heat organization, but they do. Even for other organizations, honestly, they're pretty good. They're better than a lot of these other reporters. But yes, absolutely. What we understand right now is there's no movement for Jimmy Butler. Absolutely, from the Heat, from Jimmy Butler, from any other team. Right now, can this change? Of course it can. It can always change. But right now, there's just nothing. And the fact that the Heat is open for conversations is no news. But obviously, there are things to think about for the next season. And as of now, I don't know what's going to happen with Dru Smith. Again, I'm hoping that we have good news even before I publish this video. But that's pretty much it. Again, I hope you all enjoy tonight, tomorrow. If you have a day off, if you don't, whatever it is, I just hope that you're happy. Happy holidays for those who celebrate, whatever holiday you celebrate. Both of the holidays that I know of are happy holidays. So celebrate those holidays. Eat your Chinese if you're against them. But be safe, be dry, and be as happy as possible in this utterly, extremely complicated world of ours. Let's go Heat.